Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Buddy up, 54. Mike, 54. I'm coming after you. Okay? Yeah. Coming after you. Get on. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Now Jackson on first down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. Brashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Detroit. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Here we go. Bravo. Mike 56, Mike 56. On the ball. 56. Hey. Right there. Hard. Screen, watch the screen. Ready?
Throwing on first down is Manning. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, Sam off. Check the hot read. Hey. Get him. You got it. Gone. Get it.
To throw is Manning. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Rock it. Check 24. Check 26. Check 4. Under 10. Hey, lock it. 10. Hey, Charlie. 5.
Shotgun now for Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. 54. Right, 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Tighten up, tighten up.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, 82 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was...
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And he is out of bounds here. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The quick slant caught. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. There he goes left side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10.
Let's go!
On 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Hey, exit.
On first down, Manning. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Go.
To throw again. Manning. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Working from the gun, Manning. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Manning now to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Shift.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Switch. You go tight. Recon, 132 fighter. Kill. He's coming. Double up.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Santos able to tack on the extra point. An update from down in Southern California. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They go play action now. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. It is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 8, read. Start.
From midfield, here's Manning. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Manning to throw. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready, 54. Mike 54. Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day.
Jackson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Amara Darbo, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Here we go! 50, play! Hey! Hey! Wahoo!
This is Richard. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 58 yards. And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. When you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, tighten down. Rock it, now.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And now another one thrown incomplete. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Check 56. You must be dreaming. Yo, get it. 26. Mark 56. Ready. 56. Go. Win championship.
2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check.
Operating from the gun, Flowers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check safety.
The final shot before break. Flowers eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Carlos Santos on for the field goal. A 26-yard position.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to Create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, Rashard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, I'm going to give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The throw right sideline here is complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing now is Manning. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
From the gun, Flowers buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Oh, now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. Throwing on first down. Flowers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Flowers. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Switch.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Flowers flushed out right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Slam, slam, slam. Hustle, hustle.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Flowers escaping the pressure. And he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself.
In trouble in the ball, and it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Watch. Quick. Tighten up.
Throwing again. Flowers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get in the weight room. Shift. Watch the shift. Right there. Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tahir Whitehead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
51 the mic, boy, 51. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Hang on. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 1st and 10, Flowers. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Damon Harrison getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd and long. Flowers, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. That is into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Jackson, and Jones has it over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flowers. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson, 41 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Santos with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Now it's Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go clean.
Check three. Will. Hatchet. You're out.
Hey, check.
Short. 24.
On first down, Flowers dancing to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Richard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone, but now it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the run. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Go. Hey, let's calm the crowds. Here we go. 51, Mike 51. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to look at it. Watch twist.
Off the play fake. Flowers. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Jackson on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Tahir Whitehead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Lions on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
He can't hit it. He's not going to get me. That's it. 56.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Shit. He got it. Watch it. Alert flat. Check 52.
Throwing on first down. Flowers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
25, check 25, check 25.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 31, check 31.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Watch twins. Watch twins.
On 4th down, Flowers eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about it.
Bird don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Oakland, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.